The Faber and Faber Adult Piano Adventure series is a great way for adults to start learning to play the piano. If you're learning by yourself though, you do need a little help. These videos are going to help you with each unit in both of the books. Here goes the beginning of Unit 10. We're going to be talking about the key of D minor, first starting off with the scale. Just like all the others, there are 3 scale variants in minor. So D minor has a natural scale, a harmonic scale, and a melodic scale. I'm going to show you how to play the natural and the harmonic. The melodic, I'm going to gloss over a little bit. If you want to know more about it, check out my videos on scales that I have. And we'll also take a look at the primary chords in D minor. For the scale, the D minor scale is going to have the same key signature as F major. If you remember from before, the way to find the relative major or minor is from the major key. So we have 1 flat, the major key is F. We're going to go down 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. Now I know the book says to take the 6th scale degree. That is also correct. It's just a little easier to remember to go down 3 half steps. If you already have the minor key and you're not sure of the major, just go the other way. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with the scale. So the natural minor scale will have 1 flat, B flat. This fingering for both hands is going to be standard fingering, the same as D major. So we're going to start with both hands. I'm just going to go right into both hands and show you this. You can watch first and then try it with me. Then back down. All right, one of the keys to technique and successful technique is making sure that you keep everything flowing and don't overuse your wrists to move into the next note, especially as you cross under or over with the fingers. Now, D harmonic minor is going to add 1 note, change 1 note, I should say. Take the 7th scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and move it up a half step to C sharp. This means that D minor has a flat and a sharp in the harmonic minor scale. Try it with me. Ready, go. The 3rd scale is not in your book. It's called the melodic minor scale. If you remember from before, we raise the 6th and 7th scale degrees on the way up. On the way down, you lower them and play the natural minor scale. So it would look like this. I'll go very slow. Now back down. One of the strangest things in this scale is that 6th scale degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, we're changing this. So what that does is it makes it look like we only have a sharp in the scale, which really obviously isn't true. The key signature is still B flat. The melodic minor scale is something that allows us to have a little bit more options when we are composing music in a minor key. So let's take a look at the next page. There's 2 pages dedicated to the primary chords. I'm not going to go through everything in here, but I am going to go over the main concept. So the first primary chord in D minor is, of course, the D minor chord. That's going to be called the 1 chord. The 4 chord is the second one we'll look at. It's the G minor or 4 chord. Notice the G minor has the B flat in it. Now you're about to see why there is a raised seventh in the harmonic minor scale. For the 5 chord will be major. Now, more often than not, this is a dominant 7th chord, which looks like this: A, C sharp, E, G. Now we're going to bring this down though. Let's take a look at it with the right hand. D minor is here. For most of what you're going to play in this book, at least for this unit, we're going to keep a lot of stuff in a simpler hand position. So the G minor chord goes here, our 4 chord. So let's do that together. Play a D minor, and then G minor. And I know we're using right hand. We'll do the left hand in just a minute. Now go back to D minor. Now you've seen this a lot of times already. The A7 or 5/7 is right here. So you do have to move your hand back a little bit here. If you keep your hand in this position, you're going to get your wrist into a really awkward and very potentially damaging or painful position here. So let's just keep the whole hand back. Play inside the black keys here. Try this with the left hand. D minor. 4 chord, G minor. Same thing. We're going to move the hand towards the piano a little bit. Go back to D minor. And then A7, 5/7. And then back to D minor. Now you may have noticed that the 5/7 chord only has 3 notes in it. That's because we remove one of the middle notes. So if you remove the 5th of the chord, let's take a look at the chord again. This is the 5th. Then you get A, C sharp, G, and this becomes the chord. Now an alternate way to play the dominant 7th here would be to remove the 3rd, and we play E, G, A. If you have any questions about primary chords, please let me know. I'm always willing to make more videos based on your questions, and I hope this was helpful. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to answer any questions you might have, and if you would like to see anything more specific out of these books or extra stuff out of any of the Faber books or Alfred books or Bastian books or whatever you're using, please let me know.